you learned in school. Never mind what your parents told you, and disregard what your friends say. From now on, the only people you need to listen to are these guys. For the next several minutes, they'll take you on a journey through the political jungle. And when your journey is over and you're safe at home, they promise you'll be stronger, smarter, and just plain better. So buckle up, hang on to your ears, because your journey starts now.
We will keep this promise to the American people. If you like your health care plan, you'll be able to keep your health care plan. Period.
Well, we'll see. Somebody's doing something about that.
Yeah. Not much about it, though. I assume you're referring to the Senate?
Yeah. Some reform.
Yeah, they submitted or published, or what did they do?
Heard something about, too, now you can... it's possible maybe you'll be able to file and get your, if you paid the, quote, fine/tax.
Yeah.
In the past, you might be able to get that refunded.
Well, and Trump had already ended that, right? The penalty for next year, whatever it is.
I think so.
He did an executive order saying, yeah, we're not going to. But here's the thing is, I wish people would stop referring to both the House and the Senate version of these healthcare reform bills as Obamacare. They should never call it Obamacare, because that doesn't make any sense. But Obamacare repeal. Everybody's talking about how it's the Senate version of the repeal of Obamacare. No, it isn't. It isn't. It's like, here's Obamacare. Let's just move a couple things around here, and look, it's a repeal of Obamacare. It's nothing.
Is it much ado about
It's
nothing?
much ado. It's an attempt for the Republicans to say, we tried, or we did something, but it's not going to have any real effect. The good news is there's always, Rand Paul, Mike Lee, Ted Cruz.
It's not going far enough.
The other dude. There's 4 of them that put out a joint statement that said, no, we're not ready to vote for it because it doesn't do anything. It does some stuff, but not nearly enough. Not what every Republican ran on in the last 4 elections. 3, whatever it was.
And I heard somebody blame, shame on you, Mr. President. Shame on you.
For what?
Oh, for taking away all this health care and stuff. Well, he's not doing it. It's the House and the Senate.
No, yeah.
He's got to sign it into law. He could veto it, too, if he didn't like it.
But,
so.
I mean, generally what happens is the president has an agenda. And
right.
His agenda was repeal Obamacare. I mean, that was like the top of it.
So, like,
until he got elected.
He's kind of like a governor of a state, where the governor
it's the same thing.
Sits there and signs anti-gun legislations and vetoes. I'm thinking of Schneider.
Yeah, I don't know why you're saying it's like that at all. But
what I'm saying is that Congress often acts independent of what the president wants.
Oh,
or suggests.
Sure.
The president's not behind every legislation.
Sure.
He's just there to sign it or to veto it or to let it lapse or whatever he does.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But
yes, he does have certain issues that he does try to get the Senate and the House to work on. So it's not really his fault right now. Most of the Republicans don't even like Trump. So, I mean, you can't say it's Trump. But anyways, Thursday, June 22nd, 2017, we're in the Freedom Towers on the 15th floor of the Patriot Towers in Liberty City, where Nate has a very bad cold/allergies. He says both.
Well, I don't know if it's both, but I'm medicating for both.
I think we're in we're in NyQuil land.
What am I doing? So I've got some Claritin, I've got Sudafed, and every 4 hours I'm alternating heroin and cocaine.
Right. That's what your doctor told you to do. So
yeah,
follow the doctor's orders. Not really true. A doctor. We just call him Doc.
It was Steve.
Yeah.
He knows Steve. A guy. Steve showed up and he had this stuff in his trunk. I figured, okay. But he claims it's all for personal use, though.
It's medicinal.
All the
medicinal.
kilos of cocaine. Just to be clear, I'm not doing illegal drugs.
I'm not sure you're even doing legal drugs.
I am.
You're doing over-the-counter stuff.
Well, that's not drugs.
No,
whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm
it's
just
not-
saying I don't
it's not
want the
drugs,
police
no.
showing up.
No, if you can go into a store and buy it, it can't be drugs.
Because here's the thing. I don't know if you guys could hear it. You probably couldn't, but there are dogs in the studio.
Yes.
I don't want the police showing up
Why is that?
because the dogs wouldn't make it.
Why?
It's almost guaranteed.
Oh, they're tiny little piss ants.
They're the ones that the cops like to shoot.
No,
the
they
most.
like to shoot. They like to lure the big dogs out and shoot them.
I know. Not all cops.
No, we're not saying all cops. Generalizations are
just
are
a few bad apples.
What's sad is that not much happens to them when they do it.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we want to get into? We got lots of stuff to do.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're never going to get to all of this. The prep page is overflowing with delicious topics.
Just so everybody can kind of put some context and some scope around this, when you showed up, there was almost nothing on the prep page because you had kind of a busy day today.
That's not true. There was all
there
kinds
was
of stuff
not
on
much
there.
on there, but just in the last, I don't know, 10 minutes,
Okay.
we
Well,
added
I'm
most of what's on there.
1,
so
2,
we're well prepared tonight.
3, 4,
What's going on here?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
All right, it doesn't
10
really matter.
to your 2.
It doesn't
so
matter.
let's keep talking.
Oh, I'm not concerned about that. I never add much to the page. What's your point?
I don't know what your point was.
It wasn't. I didn't.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we're not talking about it.
I guess we could talk about the. Well, no, our first.
We could do
our
the local.
first item on here was 2 minutes of banter about the prep sheet.
God,
We've done that one. Segue
Did you
into
add
the-
that?
Segue
Wait,
into the
there
next.
it is, right there.
We probably should mention the stabbing at Flint Bishop Airport. I see that's on our list.
Flint, Michigan. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a Bishop Airport is an international port of call,
Ooh.
so it has certain things that it has to do, and
Yeah. Anyway, some dude came from Canada through New York, I think.
and yelled,
Went and
start stabbing the cop
stabbed a cop.
in the neck.
Yep.
Critical condition. He's doing better now.
I hope he
went
hope he
into-
does okay.
He went into surgery. Well, he's not far from the University of Michigan, so
What's-
they probably raced him down there.
What stopped the guy from stabbing more people?
I don't know.
I think it was people with guns.
Well, I
think
don't
is
think
what
they
it was.
shot him.
No. I
This
don't-
other cops
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
which is
they-
amazing that they didn't shoot him.
And he asked the question. The terrorist asked the question, "Why didn't you just shoot me?"
Well, and
because
he-
really, that's usually their goal.
He
right?
says that. He says, this is for the U.S. killing all the people in Syria and the Middle East and stuff. We're all going to die. He kept saying that. We're all going to die. So he wanted to die. He wanted to be a martyr because he wanted virgins.
Yep.
But what they don't tell you is that they're virgin koala bears.
And now he's the virgin in prison. So good luck with that, buddy.
Well, you don't know that he
Well,
is.
no, I'm hoping. I'm hoping because usually they get killed. I'm hoping maybe they can get some good information. I'm thinking
Intel?
waterboard the hell out of him
From a Canadian?
is what I'm thinking.
They don't know anything.
Oh, was he a lone wolf?
was
That's
Canadian.
that's a term we haven't heard in a while. You remember it?
Sure, all the
Every
time.
single one used to be a lone wolf.
Right.
They're not anymore. It's
No,
weird.
it's
What
just
happened?
the internet. They get all
No,
kinds
I mean, like
of
3
information.
months. 3 months ago, I'm
Oh,
saying they
yeah.
were lone wolves, and
I don't
now
know
they're
about that.
not. It's weird. It's really weird.
Oh, what's the wolf pack? That's it.
Now it's a wolf pack.
No, that's from Hangover.
I don't understand your point.
As you talked about lone wolf. He talked about being a lone wolf, but now he's got his wolf pack.
Apparently, a shoe shine dude at the airport helped with the stabber.
Subdue him?
I guess so, and some other people. So
12-inch
maybe
knife.
it wasn't a person with a gun. Maybe we can ban guns.
Yeah,
and
just have
knives if we
just get a lot more shoe shine.
a lot more
stations.
shoe shiners.
Shoe shine stations.
But hey, no,
Take that fast.
if that's true, and thanks for the tip, listener. If that's true, good for him.
Yeah,
I mean, really, good for or her. I don't know. I shouldn't assume.
you shouldn't
I
assume.
shouldn't assume. You don't see many female shoe shiners.
No.
Well, you don't see many shoe shiners
No,
ever.
because people wear
You walk through
tennis shoes.
you walk through airports. I don't know if you do very often, Brian, or not, but you
I don't walk when I don't
you
have to.
see you see shoe shine stations, but they're usually empty, or some dude's like sitting on there checking his email.
Yeah.
but there's not a lot of shoe shining going on
Right,
anymore.
Right.
It's kind of sad.
that
We
was-
should get back to that.
That was my first job. 12 years old. Every Saturday, I rode my bike down to the barbershop downtown, and they had all the stuff there. They had the chair and the supplies, and all I had to do was take out the trash for the barbers, sweep up the floors, and go get them lunch. So they'd have an order for local deli or whatever, and I'd have to go get lunch and bring it back. And then I just sat out there. This is 1968, 69?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Okay.
And I was making $12, $13 a day,
Wow.
which is like $70, $80 a day now.
Yeah, that's not bad for a
12-year-old.
Yeah.
And only work about 5 hours, 5 or 6 hours.
That's pretty good.
But that was my first job. And
were you good at it?
it wasn't bad.
Did you spit shine them?
What I really hated was the guys that were smartasses and come in there with nice black shoes with white socks.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, because...
you have to be real careful.
Oh, you have to be careful because he see anything on the white socks, there's no tip.
Oh, yeah, well. Yeah. Huh. So you just got paid the tip?
No,
or was that it?
25 cents a shine.
Okay, plus tip, maybe.
And tip, yeah. My biggest tip was $5. I mean, that's like $20.
Holy cow, yeah.
Well, the guy was a little 12-year-old boy. Some old guy.
Okay. Never mind.
Wanted to take me to lunch.
I was going to make a bad religious joke.
50 cents for boots. I used to get cowboy boots, too.
Okay, that's cool. All right, let's move on now.
Well, you started it.
This was I did not start it.
Yeah, the shoe shine boy.
It wasn't me. It was our listeners.
Wait a minute. Wasn't that Underdog? Was he a shoe shine boy?
I don't know what
No, he's a paper boy. Oh, Underdog, right? He was. I can't remember. If we have listeners out there, see if Underdog was a shoe shine boy or a newspaper boy.
Oh, I will tell you that we have multiple listeners making fun of your career progression.
Yeah.
Going from shoe shiner to...
I make $14 a day now, so I've come a long ways.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Pretty good. Oh, no.
And they are calling the Flint stabbing a terrorist attack.
Yeah, well, whatever that means, and we've talked about that.
Yeah, it's a word without a definition.
Now, I will tell you, in was it England, where the white dude ran in front of the mosque, ran some people over?
Mm-hmm.
They were, the media, very, very, very quick to call that a terrorist attack. And the double standard is just, I mean, it's obvious.
Just blaring,
it's not new, but
just,
come on. Yes, I agree. That was as much of a terrorist attack as any Muslim or anybody else running people over with a car.
Yeah.
But why do you choose that one to be real, like MSNBC saying terrorist attack, white male?
You know, I think.
I know why. Of course,
but the thing is it a terror attack or was it a hate crime?
What's the difference?
Well,
What's a hate
crime?
crime?
I don't know what the definition of either one is. That's the problem, Nate.
So, right.
There you go, using words to talk.
Hey, this was a big deal, actually, the Supreme Court's ruling.
Yeah, I loved it.
Trademark law. So there's...
It was an Asian American band.
Yeah, this is not funny. So Asian Americans, their band called the Slants.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
you
just
know why?
guessing.
You know why they were called the Slants?
The stage was crooked.
No. You ever look at a guitar or a bass?
Oh, it's never straight.
It's slanted.
Oh, it had nothing to do with them being Asian.
No, I don't think so.
That's weird.
And all drummers are a little off.
Oh, that's true.
So they were slanted.
That's for sure. So anyway, the Slants, they wanted to trademark the name.
Pejorative term for Asians.
Right. They wanted to trademark the name, and it was denied by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, saying we have a ruling that doesn't allow disparaging trademarks or disparaging terms to be trademarks.
Right.
Trademarked. But surprisingly, it was an 8-0 ruling.
Yeah.
So someone must have been absent. Are we short one?
We must. Well, yeah. Do we have the new one in there?
Yeah. Did we miss something?
I don't know. Maybe so.
How is
usually they say someone abstained.
How is Sotomayor doing?
I think she's doing fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Her and her partner.
But anyway, yeah, 8-0 said this is completely unconstitutional, absolutely violates the free speech clause of the First Amendment. And I just see this potentially having huge ramifications throughout a lot of laws, like personalized license plates.
Yeah,
I know in Michigan they're pretty picky about them.
Yeah.
You can't have bad words or things that might be...
Or suggestive words.
Or things that are offensive, and I don't know.
Like one of my favorite birds is an Asian bird, and I wanted to have that on there.
An Asian bird?
Yes, it was the yellow scissortail, and they have a particular call that the scissor bird has. You want to hear it?
So I just